Welcome, everyone. We turn our attention to a major development unfolding here in the United States. The Trump administration announced a sweeping 50% tariff. This is not a minor adjustment. This is a significant policy shift. It's being placed on all imported copper and copper-containing products. Nothing is exempt. This move is designed to boost American copper producers, providing them with a considerable advantage in the domestic market. The stated goal is to protect domestic jobs, particularly in the mining and manufacturing sectors, which have faced increasing pressure from overseas competition. The administration hopes to bring back jobs that have been lost over the years, but it's already sending shockwaves, a ripple effect that's being felt across various sectors. Through financial markets and boardrooms nationwide, executives are scrambling to assess the potential impact on their bottom lines, and investors are reacting with caution. The tariff applies to both raw copper and finished goods, creating a broad impact across the supply chain. This is because making imported copper significantly more expensive, potentially altering the competitive landscape. The administration claims this will revitalize U.S. mining and manufacturing, breathing new life into industries that have struggled for years. Reversing decades of decline due to cheaper foreign competition, this will encourage domestic production. Supporters argue it's essential for national security and economic independence, reducing reliance on foreign suppliers. While critics warn it will raise costs, potentially impacting a wide range of industries and consumers, for manufacturers and consumers alike. This could lead to higher prices for electronics and automobiles. The debate is fierce, with economists, industry leaders, and politicians weighing in on the potential consequences. Will this policy save American jobs, as proponents claim, creating new opportunities for workers across the country? Or will it drive up prices and disrupt industries, creating more problems than it solves? That rely on affordable copper? The construction, electronics, and automotive industries are particularly vulnerable. As the nation reacts, with opinions divided and uncertainty looming, the true impact of this economic experiment is just beginning to unfold. Only time will tell if this gamble pays off for the American economy. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. Copper is everywhere, a silent workhorse powering our modern existence. From the intricate networks within our gadgets to the robust infrastructure that supports our cities, copper's presence is undeniable. Hidden in the walls of your home, a complex web of copper wiring ensures the lights turn on, the appliances function, and the heating and cooling systems keep you comfortable. These unseen networks are the veins and arteries of modern buildings, silently conducting the electricity that brings our homes to life. Powering your devices, from smartphones and laptops to tablets and smartwatches, copper plays a crucial role in the efficient transfer of energy. Copper cables form the backbone of our electrical grids, transmitting power across vast distances to homes, businesses, and industries. As one of the best conductors of electricity, surpassed only by silver, copper offers an unparalleled combination of performance and affordability. Copper is essential for power grids that span continents, delivering electricity to millions of homes and businesses. To smartphones, copper's role in their circuitry is indispensable. It's also prized for its heat conductivity and durability, making it ideal for applications where efficient heat transfer and long-lasting performance are critical. Making it vital for plumbing, where its resistance to corrosion and ability to withstand high temperatures ensures the safe and reliable delivery of water. Appliances from refrigerators and washing machines to ovens and dishwashers rely on copper for their electrical components and heat exchangers, and even cookware, where its excellent heat distribution properties ensure even cooking and prevent hotspots. The average car contains about 50 pounds of copper, used in its wiring, electrical systems, and engine components. Electric vehicles use even more, with their larger batteries and more complex electrical systems requiring greater quantities of copper. Industries from construction, where copper is used in wiring, plumbing, and roofing, providing durability and longevity to buildings and infrastructure projects. To electronics, where copper is essential for creating the intricate circuit boards and microchips that power our digital world. Depend on copper's unique properties, its combination of conductivity, durability, and corrosion resistance, making it indispensable. When copper prices rise, reflecting increased demand or supply constraints, the impact is felt across various sectors of the economy. So do the costs of building, manufacturing, and technology. As copper is a key component in these industries, its price directly affects their production costs. Costs that ripple through the entire economy, impacting everything from the price of new homes to the cost of electronic devices. That's why a tariff on copper isn't just about mining, it's a decision with far-reaching consequences. It's about the price of nearly everything we use, as copper is a component in so many everyday products. This single policy could reshape the economic landscape, potentially leading to inflation, reduced economic growth and job losses, for businesses and families alike, impacting their bottom lines and potentially affecting their ability to invest in the future. A tariff, in its simplest form, is a tax levied on goods that are imported into a country. It's a tool governments use to influence trade, protect domestic industries, and generate revenue. These taxes can be a fixed fee per item or a percentage of the imported goods' value. Let's consider a specific example: a 50% surcharge on copper entering the US. This means that for every dollar's worth of copper imported, an additional 50 cents must be paid to the government. This can significantly impact the cost of importing copper. The primary goal of such a tariff is to make foreign copper more expensive for American businesses. By increasing the price of imported copper, the government hopes to level the playing field for domestic producers. The intention is to nudge companies to buy American-made copper, even if it means paying a slightly higher initial price. This is a form of protectionism, aimed at bolstering domestic industries. In theory, this boosts domestic mining and manufacturing jobs related to copper production. Increased demand for American copper could lead to more employment opportunities in these sectors, stimulating the economy. But the cost of this tariff doesn't simply vanish into thin air, it has to be absorbed somewhere along the line. Importers are the first to pay the tariff, but they rarely absorb the cost entirely. Instead, they pass it down the supply chain to other businesses. Manufacturers who rely on copper as a raw material, retailers who sell copper-containing products, and ultimately consumers who purchase those products all feel the pinch as prices rise to compensate for the tariff. While the government collects revenue from the tariff, providing funds for public services or other initiatives, the real aim of implementing a tariff is to shift economic behavior, encouraging domestic production and protecting U.S. industries from foreign competition. Yet this thumb on the scale, this intervention in the free market, can have unintended consequences that ripple throughout the economy, ultimately raising costs for everyone from construction companies to electronics manufacturers who relies on copper in their products and processes. The central question then becomes, will the benefits to copper miners and related industries outweigh the increased costs and potential disadvantages faced by manufacturers and consumers? The answer to this question will play out in every sector of the economy that touches copper, from the electrical grid to the automotive industry, highlighting the complex and far-reaching effects of tariffs. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. How does a copper tariff hit your wallet? It's a chain reaction. A wire manufacturer pays more for copper, so the price of electrical wire rises. Home builders pay more for wiring, passing the cost to buyers, making new homes pricier. The same happens with laptops, smartphones, and appliances. Higher copper costs mean higher retail prices. Even automakers face steeper bills for copper wiring and components, driving up car prices. Over time, these increases add up, squeezing family budgets and raising the cost of living. The copper tariff is a hidden tax embedded in countless everyday products. Its effects ripple through every corner of the economy. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. The copper tariff creates clear winners and losers. U.S. mining companies and their workers stand to gain as domestic copper becomes more competitive and production ramps up. But manufacturers, especially those making electronics, cars, and appliances, face higher costs for a key raw material. Some may switch to domestic copper, but prices are likely to rise across the board. Squeezed profit margins could mean less hiring, reduced investment, or even moving operations overseas. Consumers may see higher prices, while some American jobs in manufacturing could be at risk. The policy's benefits are concentrated in mining regions, but its costs are spread nationwide. The big question is protecting one industry worth the pain to many others. Economists are split on the copper tariff. Free trade advocates warn it will raise costs, hurt U.S. manufacturers, and risk global retaliation. They argue that tariffs distort markets and could cost more jobs than they save. Supporters counter that strategic tariffs protect critical industries and national security, even if prices rise. Some see tariffs as leverage in global trade negotiations. Ultimately, it's a debate about trade-offs, short-term pain for long-term gain, or unnecessary disruption to the economy. The outcome will depend on how industries and trading partners respond. The copper tariff touches nearly everything you buy. New homes and apartments cost more as plumbing and wiring prices rise. Electronics, from smartphones to laptops, become pricier as manufacturers pay more for copper components. Cars, especially electric vehicles, see higher sticker prices due to increased copper demand. Even appliances like refrigerators and washing machines get more expensive. For families, these costs add up, affecting budgets, mortgages, and everyday purchases. The tariff on copper isn't just a policy, it's a price hike on modern life. Its reach extends from construction sites to living rooms across America. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. The U.S. copper tariff sends shockwaves abroad, especially in major exporting countries like Chile and Peru. These nations may retaliate with tariffs on American goods, sparking a trade war that disrupts global supply chains. U.S. farmers and manufacturers could lose access to key markets, while international businesses scramble to adapt. Some countries might challenge the tariff at the World Trade Organization, escalating diplomatic tensions. The result: uncertainty for businesses, higher costs for consumers, and strained alliances. What began as a domestic policy quickly becomes a global economic chess match. The fallout could reshape trade relationships for years to come. The world is watching how America's copper gamble plays out. In summary, the 50% copper tariff is a high-stakes bet on American industry. It aims to revive U.S. mining and protect jobs, but risks raising prices on everything from homes to electronics. The winners: domestic copper producers and their workers. The losers: manufacturers, consumers, and potentially the broader economy. The policy's true cost will be measured in paychecks, price tags, and international relations. As the effects ripple out, Americans will feel the impact in their wallets and daily lives. Whether this bold move strengthens the nation or sparks new challenges remains to be seen. The story of the copper tariff is just beginning. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia, and its consequences will shape the future for us all.